Evenings LLate in a big night and a double broadcast covering so much across the board. In this recording, I go over the incredible great news developing just today about your stimulus check, the renewed focus back on stimulus, the push for multiple stimulus check not just for parents but also for hazard pay workers, and more. The recording after this, I'll be coming back on FPUC, and then bringing back in the mix the original purple from the winter. I'll be bringing back purple into purple, which is always the last show of the night, purple. But on Purple tonight, I'll be going over rent assistance, rent grants, rent money, additionally mortgage assistance and utilities. So just join me on that show right after this, and I'll be going over all other deal provisions of the third stimulus package. And in both recordings tonight, I'll be answering more of your questions than in recent nights. So I'm excited for those as well. Those will come at about the 20-minute mark. Both shows will be about 30 minutes in length. Did I miss it? No, you just joined me. So it's what I missed. I don't know, opening credits. The Rockettes just sort of walked in and kicked their legs up for a second. I think you blinked and maybe they were gone. So too many buttons. There we go. So no, you are totally on time. So don't worry about that. Live from Los Angeles, this is LA, and evenings LA with a doubleheader tonight. From Wall Street to the Main Street, from my home to your home. Thank you for joining me on a big night. And I don't know about you, I feel very excited and refreshed because that distraction is over. You know what distraction I'm referring to. Yeah, that distraction is over. And whatever political party you subscribe to or whatever opinion you had about that distraction that was going on in the Senate, boy, I turned on to one broadcast channels. I went to one broadcast financial channels website just a few minutes ago. The seven top stories they have are all about the impeachment. It's like, can I get some financial news here? No, it's just impeachment and impeachment and more impeachment and more impeachment. And I just really think that the viewers of this channel are very sophisticated. They're very smart. They know that your stimulus did not stop this last week. That your stimulus was in the subcommittees of the House. They were working on the language. The Senate, the bills were being worked on for both the language and numbers, and they came out of the House committees and are going to a vote in the next few days. We will see the bill as early as maybe Monday, and that the bill will be called for a vote by no later than the 22nd. But even though you and I know that, I think other people don't realize that. And I think other people thought that the stimulus was not happening. I think they thought that, I see them on TV. I see the senators are in that room on TV and they're talking about impeachment. I don't think they're talking about stimulus. And I think it was very distractive. And so I am refreshed that there's nothing else distracting stimulus from front page news. Until Wednesday when the head of Robin Hood's testifying. Well, that's just for one day or a few hours. There's nothing distracting until the casino has the $12 ice cream on sale again. So the good news is you're getting a stimulus check. You were still getting a stimulus check despite the distractions of this weekend. And you're still getting that stimulus check. The question is whether everyone who was wondering about the stimulus check sort of zoned out about it because they weren't hearing about it. And I really do think they did. I saw a lot of people in some of the comments saying, we're not getting a stimulus check because they're doing an impeachment. Well, yeah, you weren't supposed to get a stimulus check this week or this weekend, but yeah, I think it was a distraction. So let's go over it. The stimulus check, the third stimulus check, will come to you shortly. The bill will go to the Senate on February 22nd for a vote. It will be tinkered in the Senate more about that tinkering and how you need to tinkle the tinkering coming up in this video. And the video after this is September 22nd, still the date. It is the date. It's actually in the bill. It can be earlier than the 22nd, but it's actually in the bill that it has to go to the Senate by the 22nd. But we can tinker with the tinkering when it gets to the Senate. And we can also tinker with the tinkering here in the House even before the 22nd. but in the past, we've not seen success with House Democrats stepping up. You and I know that there's some reason that there's House Democrats who generally just don't want to ruffle feathers, and so I one viewer earlier today said, "Can we push House members to tinker with the bill and modify the numbers?" I said, "Yeah," but historically we've not seen House members step up. They've been very passive. They've been very spineless. That when the bill comes to them, they're just like, "Okay, I'm done. Sign it off and away." Now you're going to see the U.S. progressives in the last few days, last week, and you hear them next week, saying that they did such an incredible job getting the $15 minimum wage in there, and that was not going to be in there otherwise. Well, it was in there, then it was not in there, then it wasn't there. So it's not some enormous achievement that they achieved. But the $1,400 stimulus check is in there. And when it lands in the Senate, well, guess what? The Senate can change the stimulus check amount. The Senate Democrats can change the stimulus check amount, which is currently $1,400. It's $1,400 an individual, $2,800 a married couple, $1,400 a child, $1,400 a adult dependent. People that have been cheated on that amount across the board, almost everyone. Adult dependents are supposed to get $3,200 plus $2,000. In fact, adult dependents are supposed to get $5,200. Adult dependents are supposed to get $5,200. All the rest of us, we're supposed to be getting $3,400. You're supposed to be getting $2,000 plus $1,400. So ultimately, they can tinker with the amount when it gets to the Senate. And if you think it is out of equation, it is not out of equation. The great news to start the evening is that Juan Wyden, Democrat out of Oregon, said, "You know what? President Biden should know this better than anyone else. The Senate can always tinker with the bill and will tinker with this bill. And if we don't like the numbers, we're changing the numbers." I mean, it could not be any more blunt than that. So I know that someone's going to say, they're not going to change the numbers. They don't want to give you anything. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. They will tinker with the numbers if they so want to tinker with the numbers. So I want you to know that if you want to get behind a certain person to tinker with numbers, it is time and place now to get behind them. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Chuck Schumer for the stimulus check amount. I mean, this one's an easy one. Just pull Chuck Schumer's quotes. Just Google Chuck Schumer's quotes from January. He said, yes, when Joe Biden comes in office, you'll get $1,400 plus $2,000. Just pull the quote and send it right back to him. Say, Joe, Chuck, give us $2,000 plus $1,400. Hey, and Marie, welcome to Purple Hawk. I'm very excited for you. Everyone, welcome Anne Marie to the family. How are you? Next item. The multiple stimulus checks. Well, congratulations, parents and people that have a lot of young babies, because you're going to get a lot of money. $3,600 for every child you have under the age of 6 is going to get a stimulus check plus $1,400. Yes, $1,400 plus $3,600. A lot of money. And if you have a child 17 or younger but older than 6, you're going to get $3,000. How's it going to work? It's going to start landing you'll start landing in your pocketbook July and go forward a little bit every month. It's paid on a monthly basis. So $3,600 for one child, you get $300 a month, starting the month of July. Wow. You got 3 kids. You get 3 kids under age 6. You get 300, 300, 300 every single month. I know it's an insane amount of money. Now, how about the child, the earned income tax credit? If you joined me on What the Chuck earlier today, I read I read some of President Biden's then President-elect's words written by himself about what's in the third stimulus package, and just everything was just sort of laughable across the board. Like he said, the stimulus check was coming immediately and urgently. Yeah, not happening. He said that the earned income tax credit was for this year. Not happening. So it looks like the Ways and Means Committee is making the third stimulus package, the earned income tax credit, coming next year. It should be this year. It should be $1,500 coming this year. So this is another room to push under this third stimulus package. The $1,500 should be pushed this year. And understand that the Senate is a place to change language. I'm going to push hard for what's needed to get to people through a very difficult circumstances, says Wyden to press. This is Ron Wyden. The president-elect served in the Senate, and he knows all these issues are in negotiation, he said recently. Wyden says, I have ammunition, fresh ammunition that needs to be, FPUC needs to be $600 a week. Why? It was referring to a new report that he obtained at the time that said, hey, you get $600 a week. No one's staying at home because they don't want to work. They're staying home because they don't have a job. We're going to pull out all the stops and get it passed. I love it. I mean, this is about as loud and boisterous as it can be. He's referring to saying when he gets the bill in the Senate, he's not going to sign it as a Democrat because the FPUC needs to be $600 a week. He's going to say, I'm going to push all stops. I'm going to pull out all stops and to get it passed, to get FPUC at $600 a week. My starting point here is to be my legislation that would reinstate the full $600 a week and tie additional weeks of benefits in the program for gig workers to economic conditions. Wow. So this is huge. Why economic conditions? I mean, why not make the bill just say, let's have FPUC from March to August and let's set it to expire while we're on vacation. We've done that before. That really works really well. Let's just have FPUC and all other stimulus expire while senators are on vacation. And that way LA could just sort of make recordings right beforehand and say, I think we're on vacation. Yeah, they're going on vacation. Yeah, we'll just go on vacation, just frustrate the hell out of LA. Well, that's what Ron Wyden says. He says, there's so much work to do, and the Senate can't be revisiting economic relief every 2 to 3 months. I love this guy. I love him. I adore him. He's just like saying, I don't want to be doing this stuff every 10 seconds. You know, why do I have to keep on coming back here every 10 seconds? Just fix it once and for all. Just fix it once and for all. And so how does he want to fix it once and for all? He wants to tie it to economic conditions. Sound familiar? It is familiar. Who also did that? It was Senator Harris who wrote that. Senator Harris, when she wrote the $2,000 a month every month for 6 months, wrote it as it would expire when economic conditions change. So what does President Biden want to do? He wants to have it expire while they're on vacation. Let's do FPUC to August. I mean, FPUC expiring in August? I can't say it with a straight face. I mean, why? Let's do it as he says. FPUC has to crush the virus. We'll have FPUC expire in August. Why is it expiring in August? I don't understand why FPUC expired in August. So this makes total sense, but I wish everything else would expire later on. Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve last week, said, we're far, far, far away from mass reemployment of the American economy. Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, last week said, I hope that employment rebounds next year. Okay, that's 2 for 2. Two of the major economic forces in this country said, we're not going to be back to normal employment in August. So why am I trying to do, Senator VP Harris, why are we doing $600 a week to expire in August? Tell me that. Joe, because you're one-term president, gotta get it done quicker. Well, why? Who came up with this idea of $600 a week? It shouldn't be $600 a week. If we're doing $600 a week, it's, why is it expiring in August? Can we do it a little bit longer, like September? Nancy, get Nancy on the phone. She always knows these things. Why is he having FPUC expire in August? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Unemployment's not, this is almost March. Unemployment's not going to be back to normal in August. I don't get it. And then a new report coming out today says Biden is looking to do the reconciliation process 2 more times this year. 2 more times reconciliation. Now, if you don't know what reconciliation is what they did a week ago today. A week ago yesterday. It was the tow truck. It's the tow truck. It's when you do not have enough votes, you use this reconciliation process to get a tow hitch behind a tow truck, not tow hut, tow truck. And the $1.9 trillion stimulus package is on the tow hitch, and it's being pulled by the tow truck, which became law last week. Well, what is President Biden going to do with reconciliation again? Hey, Gamma, I'm thinking of doing this reconciliation thing again. It works really well. Joe, I mean, you can't keep on doing this anymore. This is California. We can play crazy games like this, but it's DC. You can't keep on playing games like this all the time. Okay? Joe, well, I want to do this reconciliation again. Maybe if I whisper it really loud, no one knows I'm using reconciliation. Well, Joe, I mean, what are you going to use reconciliation for? Uh, uh, climate. Climate? Yeah, the climate sucks in America. Okay, well, uh, Joe, you can't do reconciliation climate. Yeah, I'm going to do it. He is going to do it. He's going to do reconciliation for climate. I guess he thinks that Republicans aren't going to support a climate bill. I don't know. I think Democrats are going to support a climate bill. No, he's going to do it for infrastructure. Oh my goodness. I, and then there's Nancy. Nancy was asked about this last, what was it, Thursday? Thursday? She has her press conferences on Thursday because the jet is on the tarmac about to fly off at like 4 o'clock p.m. every Thursday because she's never in DC, past 4 p.m. She has to be back home in California. Hey, Dee Dee Gates, how are you, man? Welcome, Dee Dee Gates. Can America please welcome Dee Dee Gates to the family? This is your president welcoming Dee Dee Gates to the family. Everyone welcome Dee Dee Gates. And if you don't welcome her, I'm going to do a reconciliation to welcome her as well. So there you go. So what did Nancy say last week? Nancy said, stop asking me if this is the only stimulus bill I'm doing. This is not the only stimulus bill I'm doing. I'm doing more stimulus bills. This is the rescue plan. The next one is the recovery plan. I'm naming them with R's. Last year I named things with H's. Next year I'm naming things with K's. I watch a lot of Kardashians. I don't. She literally said that she's doing rescue and then recovery. And then the reporter asked a question. She said, "That's a stupid question. How dare you ask that stupid question?" So that's Nancy. Where's all this money coming from? Now, if you did not watch, I don't know what show it was. I brought this out before, and I saw some of the comments, and people were like, "Are you serious?" So, where's all this money coming from? Reports say he's going to cut Social Security. Cut Social Security. Wait, so he's not doing SSI and SSDI, but he's cutting Social Security to pay for the $3,600 baby bill? Barbara with the dancing pear. The dancing pear. Is he really cutting? There's a strange article out there today on a major broadcast channel that says Democrats are worried that things in the reconciliation are being paid for by cutting other services. And the concern is that Republicans will not give them the votes to get them back in. I don't know whether to be concerned or not, says House Budget Chairman John Wormoff. I've been told not to be concerned. Don't be concerned, John. John, this is your president. Don't be concerned. I'm just cutting where I can cut. I'm just here for one term. After that, figure it out after me. I don't know. This is very worrisome. So this is what a series of reports are suggesting. Meantime, students don't think that standalone bill that was introduced a week ago today is happening. Not the baby bill, the student loan debt forgiveness bill. A new report from January Morning Consulting survey found that 13% of college students don't think the student loan debt forgiveness bill will ever happen. there you go. I mean, Friday was full with news as the House Ways and Means Committee got the bills out of the subcommittees, and they're now ready for a vote. And with a vote, then we will see all the big issues about stimulus. The question is big and bold. Many of the questions are, could we see more stimulus checks in the future? Could we see more? Why is this multiple stimulus check here being done as an advance and earned income tax credits not being done as an advance? I'll have those details right in a second. But the 20-minute mark, let me give you a big update where we are on this evening. This is Evenings LA with big news across the board um, with big news across the board. Hey, Barbara, thank you for the dancing pear. It's the pear with the sangria, my favorite. Yeah, is that sangria from the $20,000 refrigerator? Thank you, Barbara, for the dancing pear. So, the big question as you sit here this evening is when, the 22nd. The bill would be voted on no later than the 22nd in the House. It's actually in the bill, so they can't modify it. That's the first thing. Second, what happens with the bill after that? It goes to the Senate and it gets tinkered with. First, the parliamentarian will get out her scissors and cut out that $15 minimum wage. Then Harris may overrule it. Then Bernie Sanders will try to get all 50 Democrats to vote in favor of overruling it. And it's somewhere in that day or two that the push of the purple power should try to work to then say, okay, you want to overrule it? Well, if you want my vote to overrule it, then I want a couple of things. Let's make a deal. Uh, in that Godfather voice. I want $600 of FPUC. I want it retro. And that's basically what's going to happen. But I don't want you to wait till then. I want you to get that message out loud and clear now. With 1,000 people in the room and 356 likes, that's pretty good. Let's get these likes up, please. And maybe see get 1,500 people in the room. I think that people really like live shows more than they like tape shows. So that's very interesting. Let me cut back to what Janet Yellen did Friday. If you already know the answer, don't spoil it for everyone else. But Joe Biden met with Janet Yellen, who's head of your stimulus checks, to discuss starting a new sub-department at Treasury. Janet, I need you to really. Am I talking loud enough, Janet? I know I whisper a lot. Janet, I need you to have another department at Treasury. I know we're working on stimulus checks, but I need you to have another department at Treasury. What do you want me to do? I need you to do a climate department. So yeah, Janet Yellen now has a climate department at Treasury. Uh, you and I understand that the Ways and Means Committee did put a wonderful part of a provision in the third stimulus package, which says that, and I've not mentioned this for a while, so let me repeat again, that that there's an urging of Treasury to reopen the non-filer filing. That's huge because I have so many viewers who are not getting stimulus checks because of the absence or the closure of the non-filer filing sometime in 2020. The non-filer filing will be of great assistance to viewers if, for example, you're on SSI and SSDI and you have a child and the child is not on benefits and you don't file a tax return. There's no way for IRS to know that child exists. If nothing else has happened, they would never know the child exists, but for a non-filer filing. So this is a huge moment, and that is very good news. If only Janet Yellen would focus more on that than climate. But could the stimulus package go bigger? Yes, says certain individuals. Quincy Crosby, who formerly led the band Chris Crosby, Stills and Nash. Now, once the market is waiting to see how big the package is going to be. It's going to be important. They can get it through reconciliation. Here's my concern. My concern is, if you see my notes, distractions. Robinhood CEO will testify on Capitol Hill next year, but that'll just be for a few hours. My concern has been this distraction, and I'm really excited tonight, not only because I feel a little bit better, thank you for your nice comments, but I'm excited because I think that the distraction from the impeachment really took its toll on stimulus. It took its toll on stimulus. It took its toll on everything involving stimulus, economics, the economy, and you can go to any financial news site tonight and you barely see a financial story at the top. All you see is impeachment, impeachment. But the good news with the good news, the way this country works is give it one news cycle, give it to Sunday afternoon, they'll all be gone. All those stories will be gone. And we'll be back onto stimulus by probably Sunday evening or Monday morning. There'll be stimulus really got wiped off the map. I would say about Thursday of this last week, maybe Wednesday. It really took a hit, and so I need you to come back in the fold. If you're one of those people that just sort of is donut-ish, please don't be donut-ish. There is 5 items for you in the third stimulus package as any viewer: rent, utilities, food, internet. I'm bringing back Purple, the show you, well, Purple has always been on this channel, but I'm bringing back Rent Purple into the mix. I'm bringing back more rent shows into the mix because I'm seeing a lot of people need assistance with rent and utilities. Even people got needed help before because third stimulus is taking a little bit of time, and second stimulus money, great news, is now in the state and cities and counties. So I want you to get that money now. Oh, what happened to the comments? I had 2,000 comments from yesterday's recording. Or did I just sort of pass over them? So where'd they go? Oh, are these now? Where'd they go? Some of those incredible. I don't know. I think maybe these are them. Yeah, let's do these. Yeah. I don't know where they went. Let's use these ones. There's always enough comments. Here's some of your 2,000 questions and comments from yesterday's recording. Joe Helton. They should go ahead and give us all the stimulus and stuff that they promised to and start on the next game with check as soon as possible because the people have been hurting long enough. I need to go ahead and get this here taken care of and start on the 4th stimulus checks. I love that. That's the first. I love this. This viewer's close to my heart, Joe Helton. He's ready to go with 4th stimulus package. I love that. I mean, I've been talking about 4th stimulus for a while. W. Barden. Oh yeah, where in the hell is the friend standing up for hazard pay? Oh, that's a good one. So he's referring to who is defending you for hazard pay. That was Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders said a lot about frontline workers. The person to tag for hazard pay is Bernie Sanders. Jeff Ingram. I believe the stimulus checks are owed for what happened in the past. Well said. Cynthia Warden. I agree. And also opening schools. What are they thinking? So this is regards to last night's report, which I actually had here as well, but I skipped over it, where the CDC director under Joe Biden on Friday said that she's instructing that schools can reopen without vaccinated teachers, to which the governor of California said, yeah, never. Julie Wooster. I believe those who worked last year being essential workers are due something. Amen. I mean, these people risk their lives. Well said. I love that comment. Thank you, Julie Wooster. Thank you for tuning in. Mark Botoni. I can't get a straight answer from every child alive checked out from when we're getting the $1,400. I got 2 cards that need to be fixed. I just need a date when you think you're going to roll out the checks. Hey, Divine. Thank you for coming to Purple Power. Wow. I'm really excited for you. Thank you, Divine, for coming to Purple Power. Everyone, welcome Divine to the family. So Mark just wants to know what day he's going to check. Well, it lands in the Senate on February 22nd. Sherry, sometimes when you start saying hi to everybody, it feels like I'm in Romper Room School, that movie. There's always someone that hates when I say hi. I've not said the hi opening for like 3 months, and they hate it. There's always someone who says, stop saying hi to everyone. Don't say hello. Don't, yeah, just ignore the people that are watching. Just record and just ignore that there's anyone even watching. They say the comments. It cracks me up. Wazoo. The virus is getting worse, but schools are open, not closed anymore. I don't get it. What's going on here? Very well said. I have two kids, so can I get this $3,600? Yes, Jenny. If you have two kids, you get it. You can get $3,000 for every child 17 to 6, or $3,600 for every child 6 or younger. Gary Yates, just keep your word. Peggy A, we can't recuperate what we lost. Barbara, when are we going to receive our stimulus? Abby Hins, a lot of promises and all that bill signing when Biden took office, and it's not hashed out. So this could be signed first, and that's all stall taxes, promises. Well, if you watched Chuck this afternoon, hey Jacob, thank you for becoming a part of this family. Welcome to the family. If you watched Chuck this afternoon, I have on set all of Biden's own writings from just a month ago, where that he's totally changed. So yeah. Annie Williams, everybody in North Carolina needs check. Not many jobs out here in some small towns. I'm not getting a vaccine. He can shove it. He can take the flu shot. I'm dang if I'm going to take the vaccine. Okay, more for someone else. That's fine. Sharon Rosenberg. Hospitals receive hazard pay. It was gone in 1 week. Where's hazard pay for retail workers who worked at the beginning of the pandemic, 2020? That's a great comment. So I did that video in the summer of 2020, when state hazard pay got rolled out. Some states applied for hazard pay. Gone in 2 days. I mean, gone in just 2 days. 1,100 people in the room with 500 likes. Let's see if we get to 1,500 people in the room. And let's get those likes up to 1,000. I'll have an update for you in a second. Jeremy Beginner. It's also to be disgraceful when retro gets taken out. Amen. Roxana Hefferin. What happened to the $1,400? When are we going to get it? Also, the $2,000 the president promised us. Also, the SSI and SSDI. You're good, Roxanne. She doesn't forget anything. I my viewers don't forget stuff. I don't forget stuff. You were promised $2,000 on top of the $1,400, plus the SSI and SSDI, and a $10,000 EIDL grant, and a business loan to go start a new business. Should I just continue? And FPUC retro $600 a week, and it was supposed to be imminent and done right away on day one. Yeah, so much for all that. Juan Bettycourt. Are we getting the $200 for 12 months for SSI? No. What's up with the $200? Not happening. So there you are. The good news, not good news, great news, as you sit here this evening, is that you and I know that senators will not have stuff sort of shoved down their throats. Hey, Roy Rod, is that Roy Rogers? Roy Rogers. Hey, Roy Rogers. Love you. Thank you, Roy. Welcome to the room. Everyone, welcome Roy to the family. I'm so excited for you. If you are an individual, you can get this money, but the question is when and how soon. With 33 minutes on the mark, I promised to answer some questions. So drop some questions on the screen now. Of course, this is the first of a doubleheader tonight. I'm back with you in about 3 minutes after this recording with Purple. And in Purple, I'll be focusing it back on some rent assistance questions as well. Where is Tonto? Retro's recover is retroactive. Yes, it is retroactive. I like the 2-year-olds. Like, how about $3,600? I have a 2-year-old. So how much? $3,600? Yes. Will there be a third round of PPP? There is another round of PPP in the third stimulus package. And there's a round of PPP currently. One of the things I've been recording on this channel lately is that this current round of PPP under the second stimulus package is very delayed in paying people. So if that's happening with you, don't think you are alone. It's just happening. Oh my God, rent assistance. I was on hold for 35 minutes and then they hung up. Stay with me on the video after this. I'll be going over rent assistance. What about business grants for new businesses? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it in this third stimulus package. Thank you, Kanye, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I don't see it yet. If the Senate changes any of the package, we'll need another vote for the House. Oh boy, that's a tough question, Gregory. I don't know if I remember the answer. I think it's yes. Jacob, thank you for the super chat. I think it's yes. I think it has to go back to the House then. It will pass, but I think it does need to go back to the House. My age group seems to be in trouble. Every age group over age 2 seems to be in trouble. Where are the student loans? A standalone bill introduced last week, a week ago yesterday, in the Senate, $50,000. Great question. Um, and it's currently in the Senate. My son's school opens February 16th, and he's not going. God bless him. I wouldn't send my kid to school. He can open as much as he wants. Keep my kid home until the kid's vaccinated. There actually is no vaccine for kids at the moment, so that it makes the situation more complex. And the teachers aren't vaccinated. Teachers aren't vaccinated. Kids aren't vaccinated. It's just a mess. My kids aren't going either, says Crystal. No, I mean, virtual learning is very good. Can my daughter get student loan forgiveness? Oh, I couldn't see that. Could my daughter get student loan forgiveness if hers is in collection? Yes, absolutely. Yes, it doesn't. That's the concept of student loan debt. Well, I knew I was going to do that because. Oh, how are you? That was interesting. My leg was cramping and I knocked the whole set over. And then I zoomed in. That's just. So yes, your daughter can get her can get her can get her debt forgiven, even if it's in collections. Oh my goodness, love the close up. Yeah, what is that power we're talking about? Our school distract. What? Oh my God, what happened? Yeah, that we crashed. Ellen, are you feeling good? I'm feeling good. The camera. I don't know about the camera, but. Kanye, thank you for the Kanye for the super chat. Are you all right? I'm fine. No, my leg was cramping, so I was moving my leg and I sort of knocked over the whole set. You made me dizzy. I don't know what month it was. I think 2 months ago. I used that for dramatic purposes when I said set crashes. Yes. Needless to say, when you see the new show, the new LA, you're going to hope it does not crash. This is the low budget set currently, so you hope the new set does not crash. Oh my goodness. How am I feeling? I'm feeling better, thank you. What went flying? The camera went flying. Cindy Dunn, thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. I really appreciate it. So, I quit smoking 36 hours ago. Now I need to smoke. So that's hysterical. Oh my God, that's hysterical. LA, is it your medicines on? No, my knee is cramping up because I usually stretch out, but I have my notes on the floor, and so the notes are blocking where where my leg wants to stretch out. Um, welcome. How are you? So with 1,100 people room and 600 likes, what a big night it is. Stay with me because I'm back with you in about 4 minutes after this with Purple. I'll be going over more about stimulus and more specifically FPUC and business grants, and then going over rent assistance, rent, free utilities. I'm bringing the original Purple from fall, which I love. I love that show back in the mix. So join me and bring all your questions and comments. If you subscribe, you hit that alert button, you'll get an alert for a new feed when it goes live. If you don't see the new feed and you don't get the alert, just refresh the YouTube page of LLA. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, 656 likes, and become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused. I'll see you back in about 4 minutes.